Hey there, folks. So this is the December 2017 Super Geek Box unboxing. Um, Not a lot to say here. I mean, Super Geek Box has always been one of the really strong performers. One of the things that I like, one of the things this box always does well, is they find a way to use other people's intellectual property, but change it just a little bit so the property holder can't sue them. So it's always kind of fun to see what they're going to do every month. So let's go ahead and when I get the knife open, we'll get this going. Alright, so I always see the t-shirt, which I'm going to pull aside for just a second. I'm going to grab... Oh, Alright, I'm digging deep for this because I saw it and it caught my eye, and my inner 5-year-old is squealing. If this is what I think it is, my God, okay, today we can come out of the box any day now. Well, there goes the pin. Oh, it is kind of close enough. Alright, so this is from Hot Wheels. It is a Resistance X-Wing fighter, and I have to say, I'm going to own it. I'm one of those people who just fucking loved The Last Jedi. I love The Last Jedi for so many reasons. I'm going to say it now. Spoiler alert. I mean, here it is. I'm making this. I'm a little lazy. I'm a little late. It is the 7th of January. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, tough shit. God, I love that film for just so many damn reasons. Carrie Fisher, I got to admit, I had to say it twice. The first time, I was just fucking bawling my eyes out pretty much like almost every scene she was in. Mark Hamill, I mean, god damn it. There was a meme that floated around Twitter when the final when the final trailer broke online, and it was a picture of the Last Jedi's logo, and kind of right in the middle between Star and Wars said something like, "I'll be goddamned if I have to watch Luke Skywalker die on the screen." But oh my god, I could so identify with Luke Skywalker as this kind of just burned out, fuck everything. So someone who lived under certain ideals and realized that the ideals were bullshit, and just redeemed himself so exceptionally. I mean, he doesn't even say anything to C-3PO. He just kind of gives a wink, and I mean that wink right there. I know I've had a lot of people on my friends list just kind of crying because of the whole thing, but just everything about that film was phenomenal. And kind of getting off tangent. This for me, I don't care if it's a Resistance X-Wing. It's a fucking X-Wing. And in particular, it takes me back to probably 1981? 80 or 81. I don't think that it was Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but there was a company that made little die-cast replicas of a lot of the Star Wars ships, and I had a die-cast snowspeeder that I just fucking loved when I was a kid. Part of me almost wants to go on eBay and see if I can find it, but I'm afraid to see what it's running for, given that it's over 30 years old and vintage and rare and blah 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 blah. Anyway, I'm loving this. This is great. This is cool. The thing that you have to remember, I always have people, when I have a bad box, they get pissy with me. Well, what do you want for $20? What do you want for $25? What do you want for $30? I want some fucking fun. I want a few moments of joy when I open the box and see what's inside. And that, for me, this here is a moment of joy. Now, you're probably thinking, oh my god, I've seen your video. It's got a UPC on it. Yes, it does. And you know what? It's got a UPC, and it's something that I'm fucking into, so I will forgive them for that. So, leave your fucking tears about Last Jedi. Leave your fucking tears about my double standards in the comments. And, if I get in a pissy mood, I will come trash you later. But we're going to move on. So I see a coffee cup here, and oh, Jesus. Oh. So this is the packaging. The packaging is Dark Roast Galactic Coffee. It is an 11-ounce ceramic coffee mug. On the back, I find your lack of energy disturbing. Now, I have to say, I feel a little dirty opening this up because, when I was a kid and when I was a teenager and when I was a 20-something and a 30-something, I was always the Rebel Alliance. Sorry, fuck the Empire, fuck everything Empire, fuck Darth Vader, fuck Boba Fett, fuck the Death Star, fuck everything. Kind of, oh yeah, also, fuck Phasma. Can I just say that right now? Having seen Last Jedi, they're doing everything they can to make Captain Phasma the fucking Boba Fett for this series of trilogies. Stop. Fucking stop. Stop. Let her die. I don't care what happened with her and Finn. It's kind of like when you have a friend who has a dramatic ex, and they try to introduce you to that ex, and you're just like, I don't give a shit. I like you. Fuck your dramatic ex. I'm kind of that way with Captain Phasma. I don't give a shit about her. I don't care. We had that moment right before the floor crumbled from under her. We could see the eye peering out. That's all I see. I don't give a shit who's under that armor. Don't care. Do not want. Sorry. Ranty mode. So, the mug itself is kind of okay. Doesn't really fit the packaging, though. I don't know where there's a misalignment. It's not that I dislike it. It's just when I opened this and I saw this and the Imperial insignia, I didn't have an image of pulling this out. It's okay. I mean, it's a coffee mug. It's a coffee mug with a label on it, but we can get rid of that and make that go away. It's okay, and again, moment of joy. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of the whole Imperial thing. I could totally do without any Imperial trash ever winding up in any of these subscription boxes ever again, but we know that's not going to happen. It's okay. I could easily, I'll use it. Hell, it's January. I'm at that point where, I wake up, I'll make a pot of coffee, and I will probably put it in this mug at some point in time. Let's see what else we've got in here. So we're still holding off on the t-shirt. Oh, God. See, this is why, remember at the top of the video I said, I love the way that they try to get around intellectual property. And this is a great example. Now, since I'm pissing in cornflakes for the first video of 2018 for Super Geek Box, I may as well just whip it out and tinkle a little more. So, obviously, this is that dude from Final Fantasy VII. One of the most fucking overrated games of the 90s. I'm going to say it. We're going to deal with it. I'm going to own it. However, I love the fact that they don't call him Cloud. They just call him Soldier. But, there's that big, cheesy, super wide sword. Nothing I'm really digging, but I like the, again, I like the dodges that they always do with these products to try to get around Square, Nintendo, Sega. If they want to rip off your intellectual property, damn it, they're going to find a way to do it. And it's going to be fucking cute to look at. Let's see here. So we have two more things. All right, so I have no idea what. I'm assuming these are supposed to be Harry Potter glasses. Of course, they're plastic, and they're probably not going to fit my face. but we'll try these. And of course, I won't be able to see for shit since I don't have my contacts in. But I will try to do the middle-aged dude who's been nearsighted since 11 years old up front read and see what we have here. All right, so yeah, these are, oh my god, oh, the awesome shit. So they not only, for the Hot Wheels, they not only had the X-Wing fighter, but they had the Y-Wing bomber and the TIE fighter. I definitely, man, I pulled the lucky one on that. I'm digging that X-Wing. I think for me, for sentimentality, for the fact that it's just reaching out to my cholesterol-laden, clapping heart, that X-Wing is just pure sentimental love. But these, on my face, are also from Nerd Create. They are exclusive wizardry trolling glasses. Now, I have to say, I stopped watching the Harry Potter films after the fourth one, and my youngest partner, we are getting him caught up. So usually every Saturday night we'll sit down and we'll watch one of the films. And I have to say, man, that fourth Harry Potter, it was as grueling emotionally to watch the first this time as it was the first time when I got it on DVD way back when. Likewise, fucking Half-Blood Prince. So here's my issue. The fourth film was just so fucking super teen emo. I wanted to go back, like if there was magical retroactive birth control. It just, poof, 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 poof. I would have destroyed the franchise, but nonetheless, Jesus, shut the fuck up. Then we watch Half-Blood Prince, and again, it's more fucking super magical teen emo. But I do have to say, these are definitely kind of cute. This takes me back to my much younger days in college when I had long hair, and I had this pair of golden granny glasses like John Lennon, and I just fucking loved the hell out of those glasses and wore them until they broke. So, kind of like it. Unfortunately, I have these and I can't see without them, so I will never be able to wear those without. But let's go ahead and look at the t-shirt. I kind of spoiled it for myself. When I looked at the thing, I'm liking this. I'm liking the design. Now that I actually have my glasses on, and I don't see it on the on that. I think they chose wisely in terms of. Now, I will say this: the shirt is a little thin. I mean, I can see the desktop of my MacBook Pro as I'm looking through it. But I'm kind of liking the design. It's kind of a modified Rebel logo. We did right, kids. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. So, Star Wars things, they hit 2 out of 3. The X-Wing fighter, the t-shirt, man, we've got that whole Darth Vader coffee mug thing, a little Imperial shit in the box. All in all, I'm happy. Again, I'm not super crazy about the cloud not cloud keychain, and I could give or take the Harry Potter glasses, but these boxes aren't going to be 100% everything Panda is into. Oh my god, if that happened, I would love to see that video. So anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So we've got the t-shirt. We have the wizardry trolling glasses. We have the soldier red cloud not cloud keychain. And I'm going to say it since I probably have a bunch of pissed off Final Fantasy VII fanboys. Kids, there's no polite way to say this. That Tifa chick, yeah, Nay from Phantasy Star 2 had the better surprise shock death and will always have the better surprise shock death. She just came along as kind of a second runner-up. Sorry, not sorry. We have the dark roast galactic coffee. A little bit more of a cartoony Vader than I would expect. I would love to see something like this, really serious, really imperial looking, almost corporate looking. I think that's what kind of jarred me about it. It looks like this and then you open it up, and it's a little more cartoony looking. And then finally, the big hit from the box, the Hot Wheels Starships Resistance X-Wing Fighter. So there we go, folks. That is your, I assume, December 2017. I'm a little out of the loop with the holiday and all. So welcome to 2018. Please, by all means, if you want to see more of these, hit the subscribe button. If I haven't pissed you off, let me just rant on nerd culture. Give me a year. I'll find something that makes you pissy at me. Beyond that, if you want to leave a comment, I'm trying to engage people in commentary. And beyond that, I will see you all for either Loot Crate, Geek Fuel, or the next Super Geek Box. So until then, be good. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there.